Hello there. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. So, here we are. I guess today we'll talk about the law of cause and effect. So, do you ever feel like life is unfair? Like no matter what you do, nothing changes? Well, here's the truth. Life ain't random, and nothing just happens by chance. The universe operates under a very important law called the law of cause and effect. Now, what this law is it's basically the law of sowing and reaping. What you put out in action is what you get back. Every action has a reaction. Every seed you plant is going to grow into something, whether you like it or not. So if your reality isn't something that you want or something that you like, this is your opportunity to take a step back and see, well, what actions am I taking? What thoughts am I thinking that is producing the results that I don't like in my life? The moment that you accept that, you stop feeling powerless. You understand that you are where you are based upon the actions that you've taken and the thoughts that you've thought. Okay? So, if that's the case, that means that where you're going to be in the future is going to be based off of the actions that you take now and the thoughts that you think now. And those are going to produce a result that is to come. So if you don't like where you're at currently, change your actions and change your thoughts. But to really explain how this law, the law of cause and effect, works, first I'm going to explain what kind of differentiates this law between all of the ones that we've been through thus far. Because pretty much all of them that we've talked about thus far, we talk about what you put out is what you get back. But there are key subtle differences in the definition of each of these, and so I'm going to explain them here. So first off, the law of cause and effect is action-based. What actions are you taking? The actions that you take is what is going to come back into your life. Great actions, great things are coming back. Crappy actions, crappy things are coming back. So we'll start with the first law that we went over, the law of divine oneness. So if you remember, if you've seen the video, if you haven't, it's around here somewhere. So just go watch it if you're interested. If not, who cares? But anyway, the law of divine oneness states that everything is connected. The actions that you take don't just affect you, they create ripples that affect people beyond you. And so the law of cause and effect is how that connection plays out in reality. The next law we went over was the law of vibration. And what that says is everything is frequency. Your thoughts and your emotions vibrate at a certain frequency. But your thoughts alone don't create your results. Actions do. And cause and effect is about what happens when you act in that frequency, when you act in that vibration. Those are the results that you're going to get back. The next one we went over was the law of correspondence. And if you remember that one says that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you got chaos in your mind and body, you're going to have chaos in your reality. But the law of cause and effect says even if your mind is aligned, even if it isn't chaotic, if your actions are contradicting to your mind, you're still not going to get the results that you want. The next one we went over was law of attraction. And we all remember this one, like attracts like. You draw in experiences based off of your energy. But attraction without action is just a dream. You're not going to get the results that you want. It's just a wish. And the law of cause and effect is what actually turns that potential into reality. Next, we had the law of inspired action. Movement creates your reality. The inspired action is what's going to create your reality. And the law of cause and effect is proof of this. Because if you don't take action, then nothing's going to happen. And if you take the wrong action, you're going to get results that you don't want. Next, we had the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. And we just did that video. So if you remember, if you've seen it, we talked about the fact that energy is always shifting. And the law of cause and effect tells us that the shift that takes place has everything to do with the actions that you take. So if you're not taking charge of your energy and your actions, it's still going to change. It just isn't going to change in the way that you want it to. With all that said, so what makes the law of cause and effect unique? It doesn't have to do with energy. It doesn't have to do with vibration. It doesn't focus on alignment. The law of cause and effect focuses on results. What you do determines what you get. So if you're waiting for a miracle, but your actions aren't in congruency with what you're asking for, this is the law that's going to keep you stuck. So you might be asking yourself, well, why do some people seem to succeed so effortlessly, and other people, no matter how hard they try, they just can't get ahead? Well, the truth is, the law of cause and effect, it doesn't play favorites. It simply reflects what you put out. Certain people work very hard, or 80 hours a week, and yet they're still struggling. Well, you can look back. What is their mindset? They're just clocking in for 80 hours a week. But what is their mindset when they're there working? Do they hate it? Is it negative? Because as we've discussed before, energy and vibration, that's what you're going to get back. So the fact that you clock in for 80 hours and work hard doesn't correlate to success. Your mindset, how you're feeling, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, that is what correlates to success. Working hard doesn't guarantee success. If you're putting in the effort, but you're putting it in the wrong place, you're not going to get any fruit from those seeds that you're planting. The next thing is God rewards consistency and not just occasional effort. People give up way too soon because they don't see results immediately. We're such a culture of instant gratification, and when we don't see the results immediately, we automatically think, well, this isn't for me. Guess everybody else is just lucky. I can't ever catch a break. But that's not reality. And the most wonderful, best metaphor to use is the seed. When the seed is planted, you're not going to see the tree for a long time because everything is working internally, in the ground. Everything's taking shape in the ground. It's developing the roots. It's developing the foundation. And you're not going to see it immediately. Same thing with your life. We can do these things, but we have to do them consistently and not just every once in a while. And we're going to see the fruits from that as long as we're consistent, as long as we don't give up. And another thing, we're always being compensated, but sometimes we just might not like the currency from which we're being compensated. Because if you put out negativity, you're going to be compensated with stress and struggle. But if you put out value and generosity and positivity and consistency, you'll be compensated with growth, with success, with opportunities, with things that are going to help propel you into that which you want out of your life. So now I'm going to tell you how you can use the law. What can you do to use it to help you become the best version of yourself? And a lot of these things that I'm going to explain are the same things that we've been over and over and over with the rest of these laws, and how to incorporate them into your life to become better. And so naturally, the first one is take responsibility for your life. I know you've heard that in however many videos this is, probably in every single one. Taking responsibility for your life. It's massively important. Your reality is just simply a reflection of your past choices. And as I've said, if you want to change your future, you have to change your choices now. You have to make better choices now, which are going to impact your future to become more in line with who you want to be. But you got to change the actions now for the future. Again, the time is going to pass anyway. Make the sacrifices now. Begin changing your thoughts, your beliefs, and your habits now, because it's going to have an impact on your future self. And what I like to say, and what my wife likes to say, is your future self will thank you. Another thing that we always talk about is aligning your actions with your goals. Who do you want to be? Decide who you want to be. You can go back to one of the other videos that we've made. I think it's number 3 in becoming the best version of yourself. Decide who you want to be. And once you make that decision, you need to create the habits that are going to help you become that new version of yourself. The next thing is you need to be consistent. Small, consistent steps in the right direction are going to have a massive positive effect on everything that you're trying to accomplish. But in the same way, small, consistent steps in the wrong direction is going to create this downward spiral that's going to take you further away, and it's going to make it that much harder to get out of that, to grow to who you need to become. Along with being consistent, you need to understand that this is a process. It's going to take time. Where you are right now, the things that are in your life, good or bad, are all based upon the actions that you took 30 days, 60 days, 365 days ago. Everything that you have right now is based on past actions, past thoughts, past beliefs. So start today to change those and understand that your life isn't going to change tomorrow. But be consistent and your life will change. Everything that you want to be, everything that you want to have, you can have it. It's just waiting on you. It's waiting on you to change. It's waiting on you to become the version of yourself that can get it, that can maintain it, and that can multiply it. When you start acting like the person who has what they want, the universe or God is going to then allow you to receive what you're asking for. So, in closing, like the rest of the laws, and I probably say this every time, it's always working. And it can either work to your benefit or to your detriment. So, keep an eye on and be conscious of your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs each day. And remember that the universe or God doesn't reward intention. Just because we intend to do something, that really doesn't mean anything. It's your actions. You got to take actions. You have to take the right action. Intending to do something doesn't mean anything. It's the action that counts. It's the action that puts this law into motion. Positive actions or negative actions. If you don't like your current harvest, plant different seeds. If you want better results for the future you got to start making better choices. And if you're tired of waiting for life to change, stop thinking about it and do something to change it. Thinking about it's not going to change anything. It's time for you to get uncomfortable and become someone that you've never been before. And be patient in that process. You're not a victim. You're not powerless. You are the cause. And the results that you're getting are completely up to you. So that's it. Drop a comment below. What seeds are you going to plant today? What actions are you going to take to change your life so that you're not continuously living the same day over and over and over? It's time to take different actions and get different results. Have a great day. Make good choices.